Hey everybody, Orion here with another overview, and I wanted to bring to you today what I would consider probably my most anticipated game that I've had probably ever with that, and that is the latest installment from Josh and Adam Carlson at Chip Theory Games. This is Too Many Bones. I could not be more ecstatic about this game. It is what I would probably consider the closest thing to a Grail game for me. That it is something that I've been looking for in a board game. I'm an avid video game fan, but I definitely love board games. I love the interaction that you have with board games, and everything about Too Many Bones just has me completely hyped for it, whether it be the rule book or seeing the playthrough videos on it, seeing the Carlsons talk about it. So they are a great little company, and I'm so excited to see where they go from here. And they'll be announcing their next game coming up here soon, but I wanted to do kind of a true unboxing video here because, as you can see, it is still brand new, sealed right here. In that, the only thing that you really can kind of see here is that there's still some tape there. It looks like it kind of got worn off a little bit because box comes in at I believe it's 20 by 15 by 15 is kind of what the dimensions of the box were, and weighed in at over 30 pounds. So it's not all too many bones in there. I will preface that. I do have one of the Hoplo games in there. Chip Theory Games also made the Hoplo series, and I've got the Lost Cities and I've got Rise to Rome, but I did not have Origins, so I ended up getting Origins along with that, and I actually have another copy in there for one of the guys in my gaming group, so we all kind of pitched in to buy him since he's the one that hosts that, and he's an avid solo guy, and Origins is a great place to start as far as solo is concerned. But Hoplo, great series, very tactical, but the idea of a dice building RPG, something where I can build a character but not have it be something that is like a Skyrim or World of Warcraft where you're investing hundreds of hours into a character, or even tens of 20s, 30s hours, whatever the case may be with that. Something that you can sit down and you can play and have it take a couple of hours, build a character that you can feel get stronger as the game progresses, yet still have a degree of difficulty there every time you play it. So I'm going to go ahead and crack this open, and once I get it open, I'm going to talk a little bit about the game while I'm kind of going through some of the components. So I'll have to apologize here a little bit because I have a bunch of my child's toys around here. So I have two daughters. One of them is just shy of 3 weeks old, so I just had a brand new daughter here a couple of weeks ago. And then my other daughter, she is almost 2 years old. So we got a bunch of toys all over the place trying to accommodate them. So here is my true unboxing video because I have not pulled this out of the package yet at all as well. So lots of extra packaging here, and as you can see, there's kind of the first thing that we see right here. So we've got Hoplo Origins right here. So like I said, this is in the Hoplo series, and this is one that is kind of designed more for a solo perspective. It's a little bit more tight knit on the mat with that, and it is going to definitely have some challenges that are going to scale in difficulty with that. So like I said, I got one for myself, and right here, second one right there for one of my coworkers in my game group. So we got that going on there. So that's my Hoplo stuff. I also have this right here, which I believe this is going to be the game mat for the Famel runes, also for Hoplo. So as you can see, Chip Theory Games, one of the things that they pride themselves on is the idea that they use neoprene mats. So this right here is the Famel runes mat for Hoplo. You've got the staging pieces over here on the sides. You've got the crowd favor trackers here on the sides of the mat as well. All the different places that you're going to place your chips with that. So I'm excited to see how Famel plays out with that and go from there. So I'm just quick rolling this up here so that I can kind of keep track of that. The only downside that I would say to Hoplo is that sometimes these mats are really tough to roll. That once you get them out for the first time, they're really tough to actually roll back up and get exactly how you need them to be so that they fit in the box or fit in the tube. So I'm actually just going to set this aside for the time being because I'm not going to be able to get that rolled up how I want to. So we're just going to kind of set that aside. Also have some other stuff here. So got a bunch of little Hoplo expansion things here. So this is the Army of One for solo battles with that. So here is Legends of the Sand. And let's see here, what else do we have? So we've got all of that stuff there. And so we also have Blade's Edge right here. So that's another one of that. So this is all stuff that if you get the I Want It All bundle for Hoplo, it'll all kind of come with all of that lovely stuff in there as well. So, and then also the Beast and Master little packet there. So all that extra little stuff. Highly recommend if you're going to pick it up that you pick up the I Want It All bundle. It's well worth it. It definitely saves you a lot of money, and it's definitely something that I would highly encourage with that. Other thing that had there, you can't have a board game here, especially a chip theory game, without premium health chips. So definitely highly recommended with that, guys. These are for the Hoplo games. So their premium health chips are definitely usable with anything, but here's all of the premium health chips that I have. So this one has the blue health chips, which is primarily for Origins, and then all the other ones are just the red premium health chips, which they're compatible with anything. They're also compatible with Too Many Bones, so if you want to interchange them, you definitely can use that as well. So, all right. Enough of that. I think that is, that looks like that is everything there. So let's go ahead and start to pull out the other stuff. So I'm going to kind of set this down here on the floor so I can focus in on the big guy here, the big game that we've got going on. So here is the box. Here is what we've been waiting for right there. That is the box for Too Many Bones. So let's go ahead and kind of zoom in on that. Refocus my camera there. And there we go. Too Many Bones. So I'm a rather tall guy, so I've got pretty decent sized hands here. You can kind of see this box is massive on there. And to add in, I also have a nice little tape measure here, so you guys can just kind of see just the expanse of that box. So, I mean, you're talking about a box that's over 14 inches large, and like I said, you can see my hand here from middle finger all the way down there is 9 inches. So it's not a small hand, it's not a small box by any means with that. So that's that. I'm going to crack it open here in just a second, but to show you all the other stuff that you can get with that, you can also get character expansions. So there's Gilly, so you've got the Gilly character expansion there with that. Tink is another one. I'm really excited to play Tink, but I'm probably going to play Tink when I play it in a group, just because Tink does a lot with bots, and when you're trying to deal with bots, I feel like it would be really hard to play Tink solo. And Nugget is the other one. Nugget's actually supposed to be one of the easier ones to play as solo, so this might be one that I actually try out first when I actually get into it and start playing as a solo player with that. So Nugget, probably one I'm going to take a look at with that. And then just kind of some of the other stuff that came with this on here. So when I get into this, again, need to have some premium health chips with that. So here's some Too Many Bones premium health chips there. So definitely makes the game more worthwhile and definitely makes it a lot more fun to play with. Not a requirement. I'm not saying that if you're going to buy the game that you have to buy the premium health chips, but as somebody that has played Hoplo with the regular standard chips that comes with it and used regular poker chips as kind of the premium health with that, you definitely notice a difference. It helps you immerse into the game better. So highly recommend picking up a little pack of the premium health chips. So definitely recommend it on that. have the adventure map. Not something that's required in this game, because if you have the adventure map here, what you do is the day counter, that is a chip that comes with the game, you put it right in here, and it keeps track of your days as you're going through that, and then you can keep your little progress tracker as you go through. So you're in Obendar here in the realm of Daylor, and you're trying to go through and basically relocate and make sure that you're saving yourself with that. So you're going to be encountering tyrants along the way and doing different encounters, and you'll do progress as you kind of move through that. So that's what you're going to kind of see there with that. And then the other one, and this is something that Chip Theory Games kind of added on during the campaign there, on the Kickstarter campaign, was they have this little convenient dice tray. So I'm actually just going to kind of start here with the dice tray on this, because the dice tray is something that, if you don't have a dice tray, definitely makes it a lot more manageable to hang on to your dice. And the nice thing about this dice tray is that it folds down, it can fit right into the box. So I mean, nice and thin, you barely can see where the depth on that is. But when you take it, you just go ahead and snap the edges here together. So I'm going to snap all those edges there into place. And now I have my nice convenient dice tray with that. And then, you know, again, just kind of frame a reference here with my hand so you can kind of see. So it's about 8 inches or so, 7 to 8 inches in size there with that. But when you're rolling your dice, you throw it in there. And Josh did a little test video when they announced this and had that there, and he threw a ton of dice into there, and very rarely would they ever stack on top of each other, and it was hardly ever that they actually went out of the tray. So really nice convenient little tray, you know, got decent material there with that. And then again, when you're all done, you just pop all the corners down with it, and lays nice and flat and can go back into your game box, or you can keep it out, whatever the case may be with that. So dice tray, recommended if you don't have one, and I don't have a good one, so that's why I ended up going for that. So got the adventure map right there, and I'm not going to worry about opening that up because you can kind of see what's going on with that right there. And as well, I'm not going to really worry about opening up the character boxes right now as well, just because you'll kind of see what's going to happen with all the stuff in the big box. So we will focus here on the big box itself. So getting into the big guy right here. Getting into this. So I'm going to go ahead and stand this up and quick crack the shrink off of this box. Funny story while I'm opening this up. So Chip Theory Games, while they were packaging all of this, they had all of the games shipped to them so that they could do quality control, and they actually had an error with the instruction booklets. The instruction booklets that they had that were in the factory with it were falling apart in the middles and not up to their quality that they wanted. So they got a bunch of new rule books sent to them, so they switched out all the rule books. And with that, when they were doing that, they re-shrink wrapped all of the boxes, and in that process, they actually destroyed their shrink wrap machine. So it's kind of sad, but well, at the same time, kind of fun for them because they got to go get a brand new shrink wrap machine. So, all right, so crack that box open right there. And that is what you see with the game when you get that. So some of these dice are probably shift around a little bit in there, but you've got the dice trays here, you've got all of the cards here, and you've got some of the initiative dice, you've got the tracker for the day-to-day tracker that you have there with that, so your progress meter on there, all of your attack and defense dice, all of your status dice that you have here with that, different initiative dice that are going to be in there. So we're going to take a little bit further of a look in that in kind of this second video.